Next recipient, Fred Falkner. Fred was the president of Willowbrook's first senior class, salutatorian of graduating class, National Honor Society his junior and senior year, Quill and Scroll his senior year, Willowbrook's outstanding athlete in 1960. He was in the Letterman's Club for 3 years and president senior year. He lettered in football, track, gymnastics. He was involved in student council, the Skyline staff, scholastic scholarship to Purdue University. And while at Purdue, he was Phi Eta Sigma, which is a Purdue Freshman Honor Society, and he was president and advisor. He was outstanding freshman chemist. He also participated on the Purdue track team his freshman and sophomore year. He did graduate summa cum laude. In 1964 to 1969, he attended U of I. He studied organic chemistry and received his master's degree in 1966 and his PhD in 1969. His thesis work, biosynthesis of the antibiotic neomycin. Phi Lambda Upsilon, Chemistry Graduate Student Association and President from 1966 to 1967. While at Hampton Institute, now the Hampton University, he was assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, taught undergraduate chemistry courses of Hampton Institute, a predominantly black school. This experience provided him with the opportunity to improve coursework content and to confront and better understand crucial social issues in America. He quotes, "For me, there was much more learning there was teaching at Hampton." At Vanderbilt University in 1971 to 1974, he received his postdoctoral studies in the Department of Clinical Pharmacology in the medical school. The data obtained is crucial to the better understanding of how drugs work and how they are eliminated from the body. 12 scientific publications are included. In 1974 to 1991, Pfizer Central Research, where he continued into the Department of Drug Metabolism. He's also the member of the American Society of Mass Spectrometry and International Society for the Study of Xenobiotics. In 1992 to 2001, Pfizer Central Research. He has also community contributions and awards, which include the endowment funds, led by Fred and Josephine Falkner Fund for Big Brothers and Sisters, established in 2001 under the auspices of the Community Foundation of Southeast Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Falkner.
It's always tempting what you can do with a captive audience. I, first of all, would like to say that to receive recognition as a distinguished alumnus of Willowbrook is really something very special. And I think it represents the culmination of all those honors, achievements, and contributions in your life that made you worthy of this honor. It also comes from one's roots, the place where you developed your values, you made lifelong friends, and prepared to face life on your own. So I think it makes me, anyway, deeply gratified to know that the people from the community where I grew up and have selected me for this recognition. And of course, as everyone up here has done, the prelude, you have to know, is not a one-man show by any means. I was blessed with two wonderful parents who encouraged and supported me and taught me the important values that guided my life. I was the fortunate beneficiary of a community that valued the importance of education and did not spare in providing physical resources and the fine teachers to prepare the youth in their community for higher education and professional life. There have been many friends, colleagues, and assistants who helped me in achieving those accomplishments which have been attributed to me. And of course, I need to thank my wife Josephine for all her loving understanding and intellectual support. I'd just like to say something tonight which is kind of like personal, like Mr. Cunningham just said. And that's something that, although there's not many students here tonight, there are certainly teachers and post-teachers who have come up against this kind of situation. And I remember during my high school days of sitting there and disconcertingly knowing I didn't know what I really wanted to do with my life, you know? What career did I want to have? And you get to the situation where you say, how do you proceed from here? The conventional wisdom is that you follow your heart, right? You know, you go that with whatever your passion is. Well, that's fine if you know where your heart is. But what if you don't know where your heart is? Well, you kind of select the best path that you can, and you, based on your own interests and aptitudes and preferences, and while you're on that rocky path waiting for the vision to appear, I just offer that any teachers here, including you, might think about these kind of kids who are lost at this point in time and not quite knowing and unsettled about what they want to do. But I think one thing that worked very well for me was to stay on whatever path I did choose long enough to maximize those options on that path before you move to another one. For instance, I started in chemistry. I got a PS degree in chemistry at Purdue. But I wasn't sure. Maybe I wanted to go into international relations, or I wanted to be a dean of students. You know, that's really far away from chemistry. But I decided I really didn't know what to do, so I continued on, got a master's, realizing that would certainly, I could work more independently and probably have supervisor responsibility. And as a PhD, I could do even more, obviously, direct research and probably teach at the college level. After getting a PhD, I was tested out. I didn't want it, and I stopped my path there, and I went and took advantage of what I had.